experience.
I'm weak.
What was going through your mind after you crossed up Giddey and then dunked on Williams?
And it was. I was really just looking at the bench. I want to see how they reacted. I was turned. Definitely excited, but I was definitely just wanting to see how they reacted to it for real.
Okay, so then who do you think had the best bench reaction?
I seen Quan. I probably put either Quan or DG. Quan or DG. DG. I saw DG. He was like the first one jumped up. Quan was jumping up and down. I probably put them two. And I think TB laid on the ground. I like that too. Yeah, I like that one too.
Where do you kind of just, I guess, rank that in just individual plays, individual moments in your NBA career?
It's definitely up there. I ain't gonna rank them my own stuff, but I would definitely say that's up there because I don't think I ever made nobody fall like that and dunk. So it's definitely one of the top ones, but I ain't gonna rank them.
All right, so with this game, I mean, you guys were trailing by 16 at half. Obviously, that was a huge momentum booster as well. What was the biggest difference for you guys coming out of halftime?
I think we just matched their intensity. They were getting out in transition a lot. Make or miss, they're a fast-playing team. They play with a lot of pace, so we just, match that. And, we try to get back in transition and, limit the things that get them out in the open court.
When you guys have as many scorers as you do on this team, how do you guys do so well at distributing touches to everybody to make sure that everyone gets a chance?
I think it's just like our, I guess our motto as a team. We, like you said, we have a lot of dudes that can make plays, and we in here, we know that. So we see a guy go a few possessions without touching it, it's like, let them do their thing. So I think it's, can get tough at times, obviously when the guy is hot or two guys are hot, but, like a night like tonight where it's pretty balanced, I think it not only helps us as a team, but, it boosts everyone, individuals, confidence in their game.
On the other side, by halftime, you and Evan had 30 of 56 points for this season. When it comes to just knowing when to take over and having that freedom to do so, what does that say about your game and your ability?
I think it goes back to that same point that we just have a lot of dudes, whether, Don's having a bad game, Ev can pick it up. If Ev having a bad game, I can pick it up, and vice versa. So you don't really lean on one specific person every single night because, that's tough. But, to have dudes that can go out there and score 30 and, pick up for the lack of scoring from another teammate, that helps a lot.
Speaking of Jalen Tyson, just a guy that comes in, has 12 in the fourth quarter, and knocks down 2 clutch ones. What have you seen from him this season?
No, that's my dog. We get a lot of work in together. I see the work that he put in. He one of the first dudes in the gym, one of the last dudes to leave. So to see it come in the game and see him put the work in and it comes into fruition in the game is definitely big. And that's my guy.
Would you say something positive, even if he wasn't just staring at you behind?
No, that's the only reason.
That's the only reason, right?
He owes me some money.
DeAndre, Kenny talked specifically about a big play, drawing the foul on the box out. Just how important is it for you to be able to do the little things that really dictate winning in the clutch moments like that?
I think that's what's expected of me. I feel like I'm an all-around player, not just offensive player, not just a defensive player. And then everyone buys in to try to get a win, so I got to do the small things.
In terms of that crossover you were just talking about earlier, just Kenny was talking about how you had put in work over the summer to just work on that self-creation. How far have you think you've come in that area, and is tonight a good example of what can happen from that work?
I think I came really far.
That's not you, Drake.
Cool.
Serious.
No, I would say I came really far. I feel like if you watch my game over the years, it's definitely evolved, and I have put in a lot of work to get to this point. So hopefully it's more in the tank, and I'm gonna keep working to do more and do better.
What do you make of this team right now? I mean, look, we can hear Donovan in the background. You got guys watching. You can see it on your face, like the camaraderie of this team. Now that you've been here now a minute.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of got a glimpse of it last year, but, being here for, a whole summer and just seeing how they, connect over the summer, that was very different for me. So I think it makes sense why, everyone is how they is here, and, I love it.